Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class 12. Subject accounts, as in accounting of share capital. As in, you can see that we are carry forwarding the topic. As in last video, we have solved two questions. In that, one question was okay, but in question two, there was a certain mistake which has to be clarified in today's video, and then cause in errors related topic will be carried forward. Errors and advance I have explained you in last video itself. So what is the error in this question and what is the answers problem? I'll share to you right now, as question has no problem, but while writing an entry, there was a mistake by me. It has to be rectified because no wrong image should be there in understanding the concept. So let's begin with the same concept, but I am going directly to that particular error and we will solve out and then we'll carry forward with the next question. As we are in the question number 2 where we were having an error, till application it was okay. In application, bank account received to share capital is okay. Allotment. In allotment, there was an error. Here in entry number 3, share allotment account debit amount is perfect. Share capital is also perfect. But here one part has to be added, that is securities premium, which has been mentioned on the downside column, which is ultimately a wrong concept. It has to be replaced on at the time of due. Whenever the entries are been due, that time itself it has to be written on the particular type. Whenever the due is occurred, that time only security premium account has to be mentioned. The amount will also be changed as 40,000 and 60,000 respectively. Now I have rectified my error here, but in being we have to mention that the being share allotment is transferred to share capital and security premium. The word has to be very much clear. This entry is completed, whereas here only the amount will be clarified. As here itself I have mentioned share allotment. Then fourth entry is very much clear. The amount will be changed. The share allotment money received along with the premium, securities premium. Entry is very much clear and perfect. Here the amount will be very much changed as 1 lakh rupees. So one error was being conducted in last video. That error has been rectified in today's video with the starting concept itself. So the remaining entry will be same. The part of security premium which was been written after payment, which is wrong ultimately. The correct one is the share allotment account debit to share capital to securities premium. The amount will be little bit changed and the amount will be for receiving money will be changed. Hope so. It is very much clear now that the beginnings is very much clear. Let's begin with the question number 3 in today's video. Here the question is little bit lengthy, as I have shared with you about calls in arrears and calls in advance. Let's read with the concept and go one by one. Here we go. Bharat Limited was registered with a nominal capital of rupees 5 lakh in shares of rupees 100 each, 3,000 of which were issued to subscribe, payable as 12.5 on application, 12.5 on allotment, and 25 3 months after allotment, and balance to be called up as and when required. 3 महीने के बाद में 25 रुपये आपको पे करने हैं। यहाँ पे आपको क्या बोला है, 12.5 then 25 and 3 months after allotment बैलेंस टू बी कॉल्ड अप एज एंड व्हेन रिक्वायर्ड। तो इस एंट्री के अंदर थोड़ा सा लॉजिक लगाने की ज़रूरत है। लॉजिक क्या है, आप पहले काउंट कर लो कि 100 रुपीज़ हो रहे हैं कि नहीं हो रहे। 12.50 प्लस 12.50 प्लस 25, ये तो आपके सम के हिसाब से 50 रुपीज़ हो गए। तो नेक्स्ट 25 आपको अलग अलग इंस्टॉलमेंट में लेने हैं। तो व्हाट वी विल डू, प्लस 25 or 50, whatever, directly I'll take 50 because it is not mentioned how much they will take. Here total is now 100. Now the actual content starts. All money up to the allotment was duly received, but as regards the call of rupees 25, a shareholder holding 100 shares did not pay the amount of due. That means here I am doing directly working note first, so you would be understanding directly working note. Here it is mentioned that 100 share into 25. One shareholder who is having 100 shares which is valuing of 25 rupees didn't pay the amount. So 2500 is not received. So it is considered as calls in arrears. arrears. Now the next part is being shown that another shareholder who is holding 1,150 shares paid the entire amount of the share. That means he already paid till 50 rupees. The next 50 rupees he is also been adding. So what we are doing, we'll calculate this accordingly. 150 into 50. Why 1 into 150 into 50? As you can say that he has been paid that application money, then allotment money of 2.50, then he also paid the first call, then remaining amount which is rupees 50 he is paying in advance. So 150 into 50. So let's calculate with the 150 into 15. 15 5 is 75 00. So 7,500 amount is paid in advance. So we will enter the details related to this entries. Beginning four entries will be remaining same. The amount will be fluctuating, and then we will carry forward with the concept. Further, this working note is for your understanding purpose. Just be careful with the values. 12.5 is for application, 12.5 for allotment, and after 3 months 25 rupees were been received or as on call. The remaining 50 rupees was not been asked for. Once they are in required, they will ask. Now in this question it has been clearly said that 25 rupees of calls were not being received by one shareholder who is holding 100 shares. So 2500 is not received, it is an call in errors. Whereas one shareholder he is paid extra amount which has been not called up of rupees 50, he paid extra of 7500 in advance. So let's begin with the entry one by one. So first entry will be bank account debit to share application account. amount will be 37500. You can calculate it with your own. You will get 37,500. It is related to 12.50. Though I am having a calculator here, I'll show you how it is coming. Just calculate 12.5 multiplied by 3000 shares is equal to 37,500. I am having a calculator in a laptop, that's why I am showing you. But calculator will make you very vast, because in CBSE it has been mentioned that calculators are not allowed for accounts. You have to do by writing work. So do this thing by calculating, by writing. It will be benefiting you for future. Here you have to write being share application money received at rupees 12.50 on 3000 shares. Bracket close. The first entry will be remaining same. Second entry will also remain same. In this, the entry will have a same amount, but the value will be changed. As share application is credited, now it will be transferred as share application account debit to share capital account. Here I am writing first being, because we have to shift again. Being share application is transferred to share capital. Bracket close. Now I am going with the amount 37,500. 37,500. The entries are normally same. Now we are going with the allotment according to the question. The amount will also be remaining same, so I am just copying the content and pasting that, and uh, only I'll do one thing, that is I'll change the number. Just see. Okay, it will cost a lot of time. Instead of I write that content directly here, control C. Okay, here I am going with the allotment now. So I'll change this share application to allotment account debit to share capital. My being will also be changed, as because we are on due. So here also I'll change the content. Share allotment is transferred to share capital. The amount will remain same. Say 37,500. 37,500. Now we are going with the receiving of allotment. Here also entry will be same, being will also be same, amount will also be same, just application will be changed as allotment. Allotment account. Here also I'll change allotment money received. Allotment money received at rupees 12.50 into 3000, 37,500. 37,500. This much entry is enough to understand, as basic 4 entries has to be written instead of if anything happens in calls in arrears or advance, you have to change here. But here it is not been any error till allotment. While our error begins with the first call itself, after 3 months, we are having an demand for first call. Share first call account debit. First we are on due, so just normal entry will be there. Share first call account debit to share capital account. Here also the billing will be same as capital of allotment. Billing will be same but value will be little bit changed. Being share first call is transferred to share capital. What about amount? Here you can see that 25 rupees has been asked. Okay, so 25 into 3 is equal to 75. So the amount will be 75,000, which has to be received on first call. Now this amount has to be asked for, but as I have said to you, here 100 shares of 25 rupees were not received, they are called in errors. For example, I will go detail here now. You are having 3000 shares. Okay, out of that 100 shares are not received. So total shares will be 2900. The amount which you are receiving for 2900 shares, which is equal to multiply by 25, which is about equal about 72,500 rupees. Okay, this much amount you will be receiving for 2900 shares. Out of that we have written here also 50 rupees of 150 shares were received as an advance. So copy this. I am copying that and continuing here only, control V. So here you can see that 7,500 rupees is in advance. So what we will do, we will do plus 7,500. That means you will receive 80,000 rupees. 80,000 rupees in bank. So I'll enter the first entry itself and then later on I'll carry forward the part. Bank account debit. It will be of 80,000. Now we have gone with the 80,000, but we are having 100 shares where call in errors occurred. So I'll write here calls in arrears account debit. Amount will be 2,500. I 2,500 100 shares into 25. I'll show you here in itself. 100 shares multiplied by 25 is equal to 2500. The amount which I have to write, it has been mentioned on the whiteboard. Here the amount of 2500 has to be received, but what we are going to carry forward now, we have to write to share first call account. What would be the amount over here? The amount will be remained as 75,000. The amount will be 75,000. Then you have received an advance. It has to be written on credit side to calls in advance account. The amount will be 7,500. If you want to make sure that your entry is correct, just calculate the amounts of both sides. Right hand side is equal to left hand side. It has to be mentioned very much clear. Here I can calculate very much clearly that in one side it has been 82,500, whereas on another side you can add both the value, you will get 82,500. Here my entry is over. Just write, I have to write the being. Here being will be little bit longer. Being share first call received on 2,900 shares, whereas 100 shares is not paid first call, and on 150 shares advance money is received. Advance money received as full amount. So you can write your being according to your needs. You need to make sure that whatever you are writing, it has a certain contains which has been written in your entry. So my one question has been completed for you. Now I am having one more, but that cannot be possible today because it will take huge time to write an entry. But we will carry forward in next video related to this question number 4. Just go through with the concept very much, that what I have done in question number 2. Question number 2, first I have made the working note over here. In working note it has been clearly said that application has 12.5, then allotment we are having 12.5, and the remaining is for first call of 25 rupees, and then after 3 months, as and when they are required for 50 rupees, they will give 50 rupees. Now I have mentioned in the question itself, there was said that 100 shares was not paying rupees 25, and in another part it has been mentioned that 150 shareholder is paying all the amount which is been remaining. He paid extra 50 rupees for 7,500 in advance. Then we are going with the entries, as the entries has been carried forwarded for same. Till allotment the entries are remaining same, whereas from first call there is little bit change. Here first entry of due will remain same, but in receiving amount there has been little bit change. What happens here, you will receive for 2,900 shares of rupees 25, and then the 50 rupees into 150 share is equal to 7,500. You have added that amount, it will remain as 80,000 rupees. Out of that, in 100 shares, call in arrears has been occurred. So 12,000 to 2,500 is call in arrears. Then you receive the first and final first call itself. The share first call will be 75,000. It has to mention like that only. And then the calls in advance, which has been paid by 150 shareholder in advance for full settlement, it has to mention over here. uh, that's it for today. Thank you.